read the deal, do not read the deal. It's that simple. The people who are supposed to have read it, do not read it. The members of parliament who are supposed to have read it, do not read it. The media personalities who were supposed to have read it, did not read it. And certainly the executive that was supposed to have looked at it, did not read it. So, tonight, the topic is about reading. And so I got thinking. The principal just talked about the fact that Kenyans don't like to read. And I think there's no better illustration than the conversation around the media bill. So as I was thinking about what you said tonight, I reflected on some of the books that have had lasting impressions on me. And there are many. Furthermore, I actually reflected on the choices I've made about my life. They've been influenced by a lot of things, but certainly they've been influenced by the books I've read, the poems I have studied, or the poems I've recited. So, what does reading mean for me? Let me start by telling you a little bit about myself. I grew up in a rural area, not too far from here, and I was a typical village boy, right? No shoes, going to primary school, pants with buracas, I'm sure you've seen those, and cut hair, and generally a very happy village boy. That's how I grew up. But one thing I did was read. And then I landed at Alliance High School. A very confident young man, quite unexposed by master's mood. We were just joking about my hair. For those of you who are from Alliance, you know what my hair is. For those of you who are not from Alliance, the moment you landed at Alliance, you were taught a number of things, and one of them was the areas that were out of bounds. One of those was a place called my hair. When I landed, I introduced myself to this Barlow looking for a tree. And as soon as I did that, he says, "Oh, you're my hand." And I said, "Oh, my hand." So I'm going to be thinking, what the hell does it mean? What does my hand mean? And I promise you, I spent 2 evenings in the library searching for the word my hand. Just to figure out what it was. Then I thought to myself, I cannot find it. And I thought it must be a word coined from the word money. I was from Kiambu. And obviously the stereotype, right? You from Kiambu, you love money. It must be something to do with money, right? That's what I thought. And those from Alliance know the story. But until you went for cross country, you do not know where my hair was. And that's when it clicks what my hair actually meant. But I think Alliance meant quite a few things to me. But I'll tell you, one of the most memorable moments for me at Alliance, as I said, I've given my story before that, this confident little kid landing at Alliance, right? You've been the best performer in the school or in the district or whatever, you land there among very, very smart people. And in the second term of the school, and maybe the principal can confirm it still happens, it used to be what you call talent, inter-house talent competition. You all remember it? I'm sure other schools had the same thing, huh? No Alliance girls did, I'm sure most other schools did. The inter-house talent competition. Remember it? Does this still happen? It does, huh? Alright, very good. And for that, I certainly do not know any fancy music, so I could not be selected to sing. So I was selected purely based on my confidence to recite poetry. The poem I was asked to recite went something like this. I shall tell you, shall I? Something I remember. Something that still means a great deal to me. It was long ago. A gusty wind in summer I remember. The wet winter I remember. And he continued, right? That was the poem. I still remember very well. You can imagine me, this young kid, getting to the stage, pretty confident. It was the first time to go. Back then there were 8 houses. It was the first time to be on stage to recite this poem. And when the judges beckoned me to move forward, as confident as I was, one hand active walk, the other one pointing very purposefully. And I put my very best voice forward. And I said these words. I shall tell you, something I remember. And I continued. And the whole school hall passed out laughing. At that moment, I thought I was being cheered, of course. And I continued even stronger and harder. So something, a good laughter was had on me. And when people told me what had happened afterwards, I decided I needed to read more. From there, from Alliance, I went to the United States, as you heard. And as soon as I got there, those of you who joined schools abroad, I realized that even though I worked very hard on my accent, it still was far from what I wanted to be. And professors who prefer to play deaf and to have to ask me to repeat 5 times. But I decided to read. And finally, I found myself on Wall Street. Wall Street, for those of you who know about it, is one for a lot of things, both good and bad. But one thing you certainly find on Wall Street is these fast-talking, young, money-loving, recently graduated college students. They're there to do nothing else but make money, and waste their time with it. And I can confess now, I had a lot of trouble understanding what the hell they were saying. A lot of trouble. But one thing I did, I read. And today, I can look back and proudly say that through reading, I've had one of the most successful banking careers. A village lad wearing Iraqi trousers could possibly ever dream about. And as I stand here as bank CEO, I remain very passionate about the single thread that has joined my life, which is reading, reading, reading. For the moment, I laid my eyes on the book. And you help me remember this, I'm sure you will do. The first book I read was called, remember this? Hello Children. If you remember it, here is Mr. and Mrs. Kamal. They're waving at us. They're saying, hello children. Remember that? That's the first book I read. And from it, I learned to imagine. This village boy imagined himself being waved at as he drove a bus. This village boy started to imagine himself starting at a bus stop somewhere because he had money. This village boy started to imagine that someday his own kids would be walking, being waved at by the bus driver. And then I walked a long journey. Those of you of the old system, not very football, there are too many people in the room. But may remember Mrs. Safari. Who remembers that? Your hand up if you remember Mrs. Safari. Come on. You must remember that. For those of you who did not, Mrs. Safari was a book. You read from class 3 to class 5, right? And you walked with Mrs. Safari as he traveled on this long journey from the coast to the west, of the English studies, yeah? And we took this journey with him, the safari. That was my second real reading of the book. And as we walked through, I learned the diversity of our nation. I learned the geography. I learned of communities I never heard before. And in class 5, when the teacher walked in, and I still remember like it was yesterday, he walked in with class boombox, a Sanyo, what is it, shocking grading, this big. Remember that? This big. He walked in, put it on the table, looking very sad. He said to all of us, kids, today is a very sad day. We all said, what happened? A very sad day. A very important man has died. And all of us thought, the headmaster, the parole, the one who has been paying us, that's not a bad thing. Then he said, the safari has left us. And you can imagine, little kids, all of us, burst out crying. I'm sure that table did the same. Remember those days? We all burst out crying. And that moment, as kids, we learned sympathy. We learned empathy and sympathy. Holding hands, working together, understanding other people's lives. Luckily by this time, we learned to read on our own. And therefore, these were the days some of you might remember when we started reading Adventures of Abdul, Papayas of Unuasi. Remember that, huh? And certainly the many days that you hid under the desk to read a copy of True Love or Drum. Remember those days? And reading has turned to entertainment. It's no longer just about empathy. It's no longer about literacy. It turns to entertainment. And then we go into high school. We read books like The Concubine. We read books like You Should Love the Concubine, right? Things Fall Apart. Song of Lawena. Who remembers that? A Walk in the Night. We know that book. And certainly, one of my favorite collections of poetry, Poems from East Africa. Sure you will remember that. And what did that teach you? For me, it taught me values. I'll tell you a story that happened to me just the other day. I was doing a tour of some of our branches in Arabia. And I went on this tour with one of the members of my management. We put a few branches. We went down to Mombasa Road, Taj near Embakasi. Then we went to Sinia branch. Then we went to Galleria, then Karen came back. And by the time we got to the junction, we were hungry. We stopped at the junction branch and decided to eat Belgium, Java, and Sunshine Grill. And then we got back into the car to go to our next branch. And as we got in, it was about 2:30 p.m. at this point. We suddenly had a really good meal. And then we drove off. Something just struck me. And I asked my driver, how did you? He said, don't worry about it. And I said, no. Have you eaten? He said, no, don't worry about it. I said, did you eat? He says, so why you bothered? It's fine, I'll eat. So when you guys eat, I asked you. Oh, we find time to eat. No, find time to eat. And the manager next to me said to me, John, why are you pestering this guy? Of course they know when they eat. When you bothered? And I turned to him and I said, there's a poem I read. You remember it? I still someday remember, Building the Nation, baby. Remember that poem, right? Building the Nation. It was a poem I read from Poems from East Africa, right? Do you remember it? And it occurred to me that actually some of my values have come purely in the things that I've read. And then, giving the story of the books I've read that have meant something to me. Then I read books like Lion's Poker, Barbarians at the Gates, Gordon Gekko's Wall Street. And I decided, reading those books, I needed to become a banker. And here I am many years later, a banker through reading, who is literate, has empathy, has imagination, has developed values, language, has been very entertaining. If you ask me the value, what you get from reading, those for me are the things I've gotten from reading. And that's why I think reading is such an important thing. And tonight, your contributions, your being here, will help create another better me in the future. Your work tonight, I am sure you all have stories you can tell very similar to mine. Very similar to mine. But tonight we're here to help another child that has your background, your history, to become a better you in the future. As you all agree, I'm sure, that to self-actualize requires three things, right? It requires know-how, it requires time, and it requires access. If you want to get a damn good car, for those who love cars, you need the know-how to drive the car, right? If you really want to enjoy it, you need the time to go and drive it. And you suddenly can't enjoy it if you don't have access to that car. Tonight, we have kids who have the know-how to read. We have kids, and like the people in this room, I suppose, who have the time to read. What we're giving them tonight is the access, so they can self-actualize their dream of reading. So thank you for your contributions. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And thank you for listening to me. Thank you.